I don't know what it is. We won't say.
You're doing good.
You good? Alright. Mostly everybody in here is military. So today we're gonna there's a quote from an infantryman. We go into places most would not go if it were not for the necessities of war.
Before I close my, I'm giving a thing.
So
I'm talking.
damn, I done lost my spot. Alright. Today we're gonna today I'm gonna take you guys into a look of an old infantryman, Joshua L. Chamberlain. This is Joshua L. Chamberlain, back when he was a colonel for the Union Army back on the Civil War. But before a man becomes a military person, they're like everybody else. They get born in a small town. Joshua Chamberlain was born in September 8th, 1826, and in Maine, in Brewer, Maine. Once he was grown up enough that he could go into school, he went into school to become a English college professor at Bowdoin University in Maine. Once he got through that, he actually stepped up very well for a man in his mid-20s. He stepped all the way up to run a whole entire English division in Bowdoin. The Civil War broke out in 1861. Once 1862 came around, Chamberlain decided he was going to write to the governor of Maine and ask to join the army. The governor of Maine said that's fine by him, and he tried to give him a colonel position commanding the 20th Maine. Chamberlain said no, he wanted to learn the traits of war first. So under the direction of a Colonel Ames, Chamberlain did so. A week before what made him a big name in the infantry, he became colonel. He became colonel, and he marched his soldiers to Gettysburg, where he would receive the second most honorary medal, and at the time it was the only medal. He was the second recipient of the Medal of Honor for the last stand at Gettysburg. Once he finished at Gettysburg, he moved his soldiers around. Another one that he became very big for was a wound he suffered at Petersburg. General Grant gave him a battlefield commission to Brigadier General. It was a battlefield commission because he was thought to be dead at the time. Chamberlain would actually live on to see Brigadier General and keep his rank. Throughout the war, Chamberlain suffered many injuries. He suffered 6, 4 being severely. Once he got out of the military and he became a big name, this military life gave him the name, or the nickname in Maine, of the last knightly son of Maine, for the way he fought. When he got out, he decided that he'd try and go into law. So he went into law at Pennsylvania College. After getting done college rather fast, he was done within 6 months. He had a degree in law. Once he transferred out of Pennsylvania, he went back to Bowdoin, where he said, and I quote, "It is unfulfilling to be a college professor." So instead of that, he pursued government. So he went into and became governor. In 1866, only a year after the Civil War ended, he became governor, where he served four years as governor. He would grow to be an old man, very happy with his wife and 2 children. He died in 1914 from his wounds that he suffered at Petersburg, being shot hip to hip by a minie-ball. The life of Chamberlain is very interesting for a man back during the Civil War. Once he died, it was brought to everybody's attention that there was a famous saying, and I believe in it because I feel like that's the situation I'm in. He quoted saying, "I wish only to be back in the field again to hold up the flag and hold up the stars, all the stars at one time." in the field. And that hits close to home because that's what I want to do. And that's pretty much it.